Hey, friend, welcome back to the Content Systems for Growth podcast. I'm your host, Michele Duwe. I'm a certified online business manager and a content repurposing strategist for faith led coaches. So, today, if your content feels overwhelming and you've got this nagging feeling like you're all over the place with your ideas, your calendar, and your time, this episode is for you, friend. This is part 2 in my time management reset series that I'm doing this summer. And today we're tackling one of the most common reason content consistency breaks down: procrastination. Most specifically, putting off that one task that feels heavier than all the rest. Let's talk about how to shift that from one frog at a time. So stick with me here. Let me ask you something. Do you eat your frogs in the morning? I know sounds strange, but I want you to hang with me. A few years ago, I had a conversation with my sister, Alyssa. It was mid-afternoon, around 3 o'clock or something, and she'd sent me a snap of her to-do list. Most of it was crossed off, but she used one of those crying faces emojis because she still had like 2 tasks that she hadn't even touched for the day. She said, "I've done all the easy things, but these 2, I just can't get myself to start." And I totally understand. They weren't long tasks. They just felt mentally heavy. So she kept putting them off all day long. And by the end of the day, instead of feeling productive because she crossed all those things off, she felt frustrated and exhausted. And the most important things still weren't done that she needed to get done. Of course, I had to step into big sister mode and send her back a voice memo or a video. "Alyssa, you have to eat your frogs in the morning." This idea comes from the Brian Tracy book, Eat That Frog, which is based on the Mark Twain quote, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." In other words, tackle the most important or the most dreaded task before you do anything else when you have that mental energy. So let's talk about you, friend. If you're anything like most of the faith-led coaches I work with, you're deeply committed to your client's transformation. You care deeply about the work you do, and you're doing well financially, but your content, that's a different story. Maybe for you, content just feels heavy. You are multi-passionate, you've got client work, family responsibilities, and about 100 tabs open in your brain. You know what I mean, right? You know content matters, but staying consistent, that's a struggle for you. You look at your to-do list and you think, "I know, I should do that podcast outline. I should finally write that email. I should put that post out on social media, but I just don't have that energy for it right now." So it gets pushed to tomorrow, then next week. And the pressure there builds because now all of a sudden you need an episode tomorrow because it's not just about the task anymore. It's about that weight of it sitting undone as well. Or maybe you're the coach who loves to show up and record the podcast. That completely lights you up and it's super easy for you. You're serving your audience, you use your voice, you're sharing what God put on your heart. But the second you stop recording, your energy drops. Now there's the editing. You have to write the SEO blog post. You got to put out an email. You got to write the social media captions, the graphics. You just want to walk away from the mic and be done. But that content hamster wheel keeps on spinning week after week. But here's the thing. In both cases, the real problem is the same: the procrastination on the frogs, friends. Not because you don't care, not because you're lazy, but because the next step feels overwhelming, scattered, or unclear. And that's what keeps you from showing up consistently. That's what makes your content feel like a hot mess express instead of a strategic tool to support your mission and your business. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Here are 3 ways that you can start eating those frogs today that will make it easy. Number 1 is to start small, just 5 minutes. You don't have to finish the whole thing. Just try. Just open the file, outline the idea, record the intro. Taking that 5 minutes to start is often all you need to break through that resistance. The hardest part is getting the motion. Consistency starts with momentum. It's not the perfectionism. Number 2, let somebody else get it started for you. How easy is that? If you have a VA or somebody on your team, ask them to set it up for you. As an online business manager, I've done this for my clients for years. I get the draft started, the organization of the projects, drop in a template. What is it that they need started? Even if they end up redoing the whole thing, doesn't matter to me. It's still helpful because the weight of starting is no longer on their shoulders. Number 3, let AI help you get unstuck. This is genius, friends. Because if your content nemesis is sitting there staring at a blank screen, use AI. Use it to generate a rough outline, pull key points from a transcript, or create a first draft. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be started. You just need to get that starting point in there. And you'll still get the opportunity to shape your message to your voice, but instead of starting from scratch, you're editing, refining, and finishing. This way, it's way easier than starting with a blank page. And hey, and if you want to know how I use AI to repurpose my content or generate drafts for my clients, I'm more than happy to share. This is one of my favorite tools for breaking through the overwhelm. Send me a DM on Instagram. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about your frog. What tasks have you been avoiding that's weighing on you more than it should? Just pick one. Now give it 5 minutes today. That's it. Just start. Give it 5 minutes. Because when you take action, even small action, you move out of that overwhelm and you get into clarity. And that's where consistency actually can start. And Miss Task is here to help you. Because if your content is the frog you keep avoiding, whether it's planning it, promoting it, or figuring out what to do after you hit publish, here's how I can help you with that. If you're that DIY type and you just need a simple, repeatable plan to finally stop winging your content, I want you to check out my Trello workflow board. It lays out exactly what to do from episode idea to promotion so you can stay consistent without starting from scratch each week. You can grab it. I'll put the link down below in my show notes. Or if you're the coach who just wants to record the episode and walk away, I've got you there too. My done-for-you content repurposing services turns your podcast into 5 pieces of content for your socials. So you stay in your zone of genius and we handle the rest for you. Whatever camp you're in, there's a system that can help you stop avoiding the work that moves your business forward and starts showing up consistently in a way that fits your life. Okay, friends, it's time to wrap this up. I hope this episode encourages you to stop avoiding what matters most and start your day with intention, even if it means eating a frog or two to start off your day. You are called to do this work. God gave you this mission, and He didn't ask you to do it in chaos. He asked you to do it in stewardship as well. Let's start there. I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, and I hope you make it a wonderful week. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.